The influence that you seek is in the embodiment you're avoiding. Welcome back to Establishing Faith. I'm Victoria, and this is No Breaks November, where we are diving deeper into devotion, love, truth, abundance, prosperity, legacy, wealth, and success every single day with no breaks. Now, what does that mean? The success that you're seeking, the influence that you're seeking, the joy that you're seeking, the relationships that you are seeking, the leadership that you're seeking is in the embodiment you're avoiding. Well, you don't become more successful or more influential by doing more things. You become more influential and you become more successful by focusing instead on who you are being. Because who you are being, how you are showing up, is what drives results. That's what makes a leader influential. That's what makes millions of people, billions of people around the world pay attention to you, listen to what you have to say, want to be in your energetic vortex. Now, there's a difference between focusing on how you are being and then just focusing on how you are being and not taking any action, and then focusing on how you are being, the way that you are showing up, how you are cherishing yourself, respecting yourself, loving yourself, and focusing in on your energetics, and then taking the aligned actions that go with it. Now, it's not about doing more things, because if you want to create legacy level wealth, legacy level success, legacy level abundance and joy and wealth and relationships, then you don't have to do 100 times more things. You need systems that multiply your efforts, that multiply your energy, so that when you're not even working on the business, on the leadership, with your team members, with your clients, all of the resources that you have supporting you are doing the work for you. So your business is working for you. Your team members are working to further the exact same goals that you are working towards. Your clients are working and doing their part of the deal, implementing the resources that you give them, implementing the energetics that you give them, doing the things that you are guiding them towards, and they are deriving their own results. Your business, your team members, your clients. Now, when they're driving their own results, you have, right now, we just mentioned 3 separate systems that are in place that drive results. Now, how can you multiply those systems? How can you multiply yourself? How can you multiply your efforts so that not only are these 3 systems doing the work for you, but your marketing is doing the work for you, your relationship is deepening and doing the work without you consciously having to put 10 times more time or effort into it. So when you're thinking about building these systems, well, how are you showing up for yourself? A lot of the time, really successful, influential women don't seek that legacy level of success because they think that they have to put 10 to 100 times more work in. They think that they have to put 10 to 100 times more time in. But what if that was all just a misconception? What if that was all just a silly little misunderstanding? What if, instead of having to multiply your efforts or multiply your work by 10 to 100 times, what if you only had to multiply your work into your systems? Your systems work for you, and then you are freed up with time, with energy, with money, with excitement, with joy and energy to actually go for the bigger desires and goals that you desire, that you actually really secretly are hiding from. Now, what would that take? What would it take to build systems that work for you? What would it take to multiply your business so that your business does the work for you? What would it take to train your team members on how to lead themselves? What would it take to help your clients lead themselves to their own results using the frameworks and systems and formulas that you give them? That takes you being courageous, confident, and embodied in your own identity. That takes you being sovereign in who you are. You have to own who you are, and you have to know who you are, because your clients, your team members, everyone else who's you think that you are influencing, or everyone that you desire to influence, They feel you. They don't just listen to what you have to say. They're not just reading your proposals. They're not just reading your write-ups. They're not just listening to your one-on-one meetings. They feel you. They feel how you are responding to every given situation. They feel your anxiety. They feel your stress. They feel when you're too tired, you haven't gotten enough sleep, and you're having an argument with your partner at home. They feel that because you don't even realize it, because you don't feel yourself. As a woman in business and a woman in leadership, your responsibility, number one, is to God, and number two is to yourself. Because if you don't meet these two responsibilities, these are requirements. If you don't meet these two requirements, you can never fully show up in sovereignty and in full power for your team members, your clients, your business, your relationships. These two relationships with God and with yourself are the two most fundamental relationships of your life, because these two set the tone for how you will have every other relationship in your life, including with your clients, your team members, your money, your finances, the investments that you make, your strategic partnerships. Now, when you start focusing on what moves the needle, when you're shooting for that 100x goal, and you remember that what moves the needle is how you are being, and when you are showing up as a leader every single day, regardless of whether or not you feel like it, when you are showing up in devotion to love and to truth every single day, regardless of whether or not you feel like it, that's palpable. Because there is an undercurrent of consistency, of staying power, that makes everyone around you feel this energetic vortex that you are here to stay. You're not just here to play the short game. You're not just here to play until you retire. You are here to build a legacy that will stand the test of time, beyond your time on this earth. That is what you are here to do, and that is what you are here to embody.